to start off this week's episode. I'm gonna start off this week's episode on a very sad note, or I don't know what kind of note it is. I'm in one of my old neighborhoods that I used to live in as a child. I mean, I was literally a child. Yeah, I was like, no, I wasn't a child. No, I was a child. It was before I was even in middle school, because I lived in Georgia, because I live in Georgia now. And I couldn't remember it. Like, I was like looking around the neighborhood because I had an order take me to this neighborhood, and I was like, oh my god, if it takes me to like the place I used to live. So I drove around the neighborhood and I decently quickly found the old house, but I don't know the address or anything. But then I saw the the street name, and I was like, wait, that looks so familiar. So I turned onto the street and I looked, and I was like, okay, I think that it was in a cul-de-sac. I don't know. I don't remember. So I went to the house and I looked at it and I was like, I think it was that one. And I guess this is where I lived, and I guess it's where, I think this is where my old best friend Hannah and I lived next to each other. But I saw the house and I literally just like, I don't know, like, it's so frustrating how like you just don't remember something, and it's like, I'm supposed to remember, I'm supposed to be able to remember this. Like, I'm looking at the house in front of me, and I get kind of like some small flashbacks. Like, I remember that we had a barbecue, I think, once, and the porch looked familiar, and I think we used to have a bunch of spiders, like zip-lining spiders or something by the house. And I remember the porch because we had a barbecue once and people were outside on the porch or something like that. I don't know. But I'm like sitting, I'm not here anymore. A car pulled up next to me. I was literally having a full mental breakdown. I was like screaming and crying. But yeah, it just sucks. You're supposed to remember something and you just can't. Like, or just don't. Like, why don't I remember? Like, was it that bad? Like, I remember, I think that's the house my mom threw a Wii remote at me, and then yeah, I think that's the house that I lived next to Hannah at. And Hannah was like my best friend at the time. I don't have any memories with her though. Sorry, Hannah. I just know you exist. Because you tell people like, oh, I don't remember my childhood, I don't remember my life. And they're like, oh my god, me too. I just like, you know, I feel like I don't remember my childhood. Girl, it's not the fucking same. It takes you a little more to remember. It's not fucking there. And I need to humble myself for a second, because obviously I don't want to be one of those people who are like trying to compare myself to others all the time, being like, well, you don't understand, so blah blah, which they don't. I do think people need to be cautious and like, I think, courteous to other people's traumas and experiences, sensitive to other people's experiences. But people will like be like, yeah, oh my god, I can't remember my childhood either, and they're talking about when they were like 5 years old, and I was just like, I'm like, anybody remembers that far back. I'm telling you, I can't remember like 4 years ago. I can't remember whenever I was like, how old was I? Maybe 10, 11 years old. And then I can't remember when I was a teenage. Like, I get the smallest fucking flashbacks of like, I lived in Homestead for a while whenever I was in 6th grade, I think. And then we moved to Miami, and then I went to Somerset Academy. I don't know, it's just like, it just sucks. I don't want to compare myself so much to people because it does sound really poor, and it takes away from my point. I feel like whenever people try to, I guess if that's my point, nobody probably cares. Nobody even understands what I'm saying. I'll try to do better about what I'm saying though. It just sucked. It makes me emotional having to think about that and just being like, okay, I'm driving around this neighborhood and I don't remember, you know, when you're a kid, I know we probably played outside, and I know I've probably driven through this neighborhood hundreds of times. I cry because I also was listening to Family Line by Conan Gray. Oh my god. So that made me sob even fucking more. All that I did to try to undo. Sorry about that. I'm sitting in front of a stranger's house. Sorry, I hope they don't like look at me and think, oh my god, what are they doing? I'm literally in front of a stranger's house. But I'm gonna keep working because I finally can work again. I've been able to work this entire time, turns out. I just was too anxious to drive my car until I had confirmation that I can drive it, but I got confirmation today from Timothy, and he said you could drive it, and I was like, slip, I'm gonna work. I think I've only made like $30-40 though, so that's not very fun or cute. And I haven't eaten, but that's okay. I got a good cry out. That's all that matters. But I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for listening to this. Have a good night. Hey, okay, I wanted to film my goal, I guess. I feel like this is a goal I have repeatedly had, and then something happens in my life and it always moves and it always gets pushed aside. But my goal is that, hold on, actually let me put you guys down. What the heck, there used to be a vase on that in lieu of my vase. Okay, take off my glasses so that you guys can actually see me. Okay, so every single time I have this goal, it always gets pushed aside, or it always feels so unrealistic, or it always just something big happens in my life and I just don't think about it anymore because I have so many other things I need to prioritize more than just a silly little dream. It was my dream for whenever I started working as a server. It's been my dream all my life because I'm sure other people with CPTSD would understand, like, the only thing I really want in life and the only thing I'm working for is safety. Like, once I'm safe and I feel like I'm secure in an environment, I think I'm unstoppable. Nobody can fucking stop me. Like, I will be unbeatable. But I want to buy a house. Having my own house is a huge dream of mine, and it's something that I want to work towards, and it's something that I want to save for. It's not going to be an immediate goal. I think that's what's good about this goal, is that it's not like an immediate thing that I work for and then it's done. I think this is something that's long term, that gives me something to look forward to, or something that grounds me whenever I need a purpose. I feel like my purpose is finding my safety. Don't. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Please don't. Manny, please go over there. Okay, I'll take you inside. Come on. Ooh. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's my long-term goal. I want to buy a super small house. I want a small house. Like, I don't know if I'll ever rent it out, you know, that's not, and I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, but my goal is to put like a really decent down payment on a house, save for it. A house that's only like, which hopefully in the future this isn't something that becomes impossible because of the economy, but like a house that's super small, probably around $100,000, $200,000 maximum, because it's going to be a tiny house. I'm not paying like everything for it, you know. But that's my goal. I just want like my own place. I feel like, I was thinking about it today and I was like, God, I really miss filming videos. I really miss like being able to be in that groove of just making videos, making content, being happy and working, because I used to have a good work social media balance, because to me I used it as a hobby, but now I feel like I've completely overstressed myself about it, that like it's not even just able to be a mental hobby for me anymore when I need to make it one again. Because I need to work, I need to make sure I'm making money, and hopefully eventually with time, if I continue to make good content, which I haven't been recently, I need to make good content and reaching out to more people and growing my brand in a natural way, not in a forced way, you know what I mean? That's what's annoying to me, is that I feel so forced now. I feel like everything I've been doing has been so constructive, when I like to just go with the flow and make what I like want to make. And if I don't want to make content, I don't make content, because I know eventually I'll make something and I'll want to, like, anyways, yeah, I can't make chef struggle videos here because it's not my kitchen, you know what I mean? I can't film in my bedroom because it's full of so many things and it's not even my stuff or my style. And I can't be euphoric and run around the house and listen to music anymore. There's a camera in the living room, so I feel like I'm being watched, even though this is an amazing living situation. Do not get me wrong. I am very, very thankful for where I live. I'm very, very thankful for the situation I'm in. But in consideration, my dream is that I one day want to have my own house where I can literally just film. I want to have my filming stuff everywhere in my house, because that's just what I feel safe in. Like, you know how people live and what makes them happy? Like, that's what does, like, being on camera in the way I want to be, and filming and editing and the community that comes with it. Oh my God, that's what I want with my life. Like, I've been talking on my Discord server more frequently, and it's really nice. Like, I actually, like, one comment I even made, I was like, not me finding comfort in my own Discord server, because there's just so many nice people on there. I get to talk to a variety of different people who actually understand my struggles and want to talk about it and are willing to just have random conversation. Like, that's what I love, you know what I mean? So it's just really, 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 really nice to be able to have that. I've been having a down week or two, or maybe even a month on social media. Like, my posts just aren't reaching. I feel very shadow banned, and I don't want to let that encourage me, because I know I always have to tell myself, just like the same with my emotional permanence, my bipolar disorder, with my episodes, I have to tell myself, I know it'll come back up. Life is literally up and down, up and down. It does not go straight down and stay down for weeks and months, and I know that. So that's what I'm trying to remind myself, is that the views will go back up, even though I need to teach myself, obviously I'm continuing to teach myself, that views don't determine my entire life and my self-worth. So yeah, because when I say that, I don't want people to be like, oh, she's doing it all for views. No, that's not why I'm doing it. But the way my brain has made it is that, like, this is some kind of corporate machine for me now, and that, like, if the views aren't good, I'm a complete failure, and I'm going to be a failure in life, and I'm never going to make it. So I do not like the way that makes me feel, even though I do not need my self-worth to stem from something materialistic or online or some shit, which is what I'm trying to teach myself. So yeah, I think I'm going to start getting back into making BPD content. I feel like I've completely disassociated myself from mental illness. Like, I really have. Like, I'm in my recovery journey, and I just have completely separated myself. I'm like, no, because I do think it's a mindset. I do think that, like, how you define yourself based on what you have is really, really important, and you need to be sensitive with how you do it. Like, I don't define myself with my mental illness anymore. I barely even think about my BPD. I only know what's gonna happen throughout the day, and I've been suffering from it for a very long time. But, like, I used to literally wrap my entire everything into it, and now I've gotten to a point where I just don't, my every thought isn't categorized by BPD. I'm not constantly villainizing myself. I'm not constantly victimizing myself. I'm kind of just like, okay, I know I have BPD. What can I do to make myself better? But I do miss making my BPD content, and I do think that's why a reason why my views might be down is because that's why people come to my page to see. So I might start making some more commentary content again, and like relatable content again, and then in the mix of all of that, having my healing journey as well. I don't know, I'll figure it out, because I'm gonna go with the flow. But yeah. Cool. My back hurts, that's why I'm like, my neck is like killing me. Something that makes me really insecure is my neck. Like, I've been, like, recently especially, like, I've had like a double chin. Like, if I just talk casually, like, my face is just really big. But it's one of those things you tell yourself, this is natural, this is your body, and it doesn't matter. Like, if anybody's gonna take the time out of their day to make fun of you because of your physical features, they clearly are more bored with life than you are, because they have to tear people down in order to make themselves feel good or feel like they've done something good with their day. But I'm gonna get to work. I'll probably talk to you guys eventually sometimes during my work. But here's to complicating my life and oversimplifying my life. Okay, we're going back and forth between these two. I either overcomplicate it or I oversimplify it. Literally, I don't know balance, you know? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, you know? I'm kind of literally just YOLOing it by myself. You know, I think these are things you're supposed to be taught as a child, how to create like solid routines, how to get through the day, like what to do with your free time, like, but my mind is so warped and messed up, and I am mentally ill, and I feel like and I need to recognize that, not in a victimized way, but in a like, how can I make my life better day to day, and recognize my mental illness like by doing it. Alright, I need to end this video because I've been talking way too long, way too much. I probably don't even make sense in half of this video. But this is kind of me just talking unmasked, so I guess that's why it doesn't make sense, because I haven't explained myself, I guess. I mean, I did over-explain myself, like I'm doing it right now, but like I did over-explain myself a little bit, but I don't think I over-explained myself this much during the video, or that much during the video. I don't know, it's something I'm working on. I feel like I'm working on so many things, I'm losing track on the things I don't need to work on, and then I'm losing track of those, and then I need to work on them. So now I'm working on everything, because I feel like self-love and recovery and all that kind of stuff is not simple or fun or easy. I don't know. But I'm teaching myself how to think, and I will talk to you guys later in the next video, and we'll discuss all the dirty deets of what happens next in my life. You guys are gonna find out with me, so see you guys in the next video. Sarah, say hi.
Hello.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to cut Manny's nails, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Manny and his muzzle. Manny, tell the people how you feel about your rights being taken away. Oh my god, please don't.
He has a muzzle on, he can't even get you.
That's all. Alright, I'm sitting on the floor for this one. So I just found out. I called my psych and I was like, okay, they haven't responded to my email. I forwarded the email to them again to put it on the top of their inbox, all this kind of stuff. But then I called today my psychiatrist because I got a message from CVS saying, hey, your doctor hasn't approved your refill for my Seroquel. And I was like, cool. So it turns out they can't refill it and give me my prescription until I meet my psychiatrist in office again. I'm out of meds in 4 days. And I had to schedule an appointment, and they were like, okay, we have an appointment on March 23rd. I feel like my sentences are coming out half fucking ass, and then I forget the other half of my sentence. So fucking annoying. I'm not even fucking high. Like, I'm not in the mood for this. Okay. God, what I'm trying to say is that I scheduled an appointment. My sister has a performance on March 23rd, and I'm going to be in Orlando. So I said, oh, it's telehealth, right? She was like, no, since you haven't been here in so long, since I missed my it's in one of my other episodes explaining it. But, since you haven't been here in so long, you're going to need to come in person for a 40-minute visit. And I was just like, usually that would make me so happy. I haven't talked to a doctor in person in so fucking long. I just would love to jump at the opportunity. But the fact that I can't have my meds now until my newly scheduled appointment on April fucking 12th or April 11th. Oh my god. I'm finally in a position in my life where I'm doing decent. I am consistently taking my meds, all this shit, and it feels like such a fucking stab in the back that I'm finally taking my meds consistently, and when I'm finally doing this, I'm not able to get my refill. That's so annoying. I hate my fucking psychiatrist anyways. Like, I've never had a good fucking experience with any fucking doctors, because none of them, they're all there just for the money. None of them even know what the fuck they're talking about. She told me to stop using, like, terms. Like, I was literally with her, this psychiatrist, she was like, yeah, you should probably stop using all those fancy terms. And I'm like, what, like emotional permanence? You don't want me telling you about my lack of emotional permanence? She's like, yeah, that's just tell me how you feel. And I was just like, the reason why those words are made is to describe how I feel. You want to know why it's so difficult to... I want to scream, but Sarah's upstairs and she'll hear me. Oh my fucking god. Fucking hate this entire system. Hate it. Fucking hate it. Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground and re-fucking start over. Too many people are on meds whenever meds should be for serious things and serious debilitating illnesses. I'm pretty sure my meds are for my bipolar disorder. I'm so fucking scared that I'm in a depressive episode right now, and the moment I get off of my Seroquel, which I don't even know what the fuck it's supposed to do, all I know is that it has helped me with my delusions and that it helps me sleep. But I'm scared that once I'm off, I'm just gonna be so fucking overwhelmingly depressed. And I'm finally fucking driven and motivated. I'm fucking doing shit with my life. Oh my god, I'm so done. I'm so done. Like, I don't know how to, like, fucking, like, say into words, like, I'm just done. This is so fucking annoying. The world is just... it's like you get one good thing and you're doing good, but for some reason, for the balance of the universe, there always has to be something that cancels out the good to balance it out, so that there can't just ever be good. But the fuck, who did that? Who made that rule? Fucking who made that rule? Trigger warning. Like, I understand why so many people fucking kill themselves, because this fucking world sucks. I also have BPD, so the smallest things make me fucking suicidal, and right now, it's my fucking meds. God, I'm just so mad that I finally am making progress. I'm on my meds consistently. I'm doing what I think I'm supposed to do that's good for myself. And then it's like, you know what? No, we're not going to prescribe you your meds until you talk with us for 40 minutes in person. Oh, I've never talked to my doctor in person. Ever! Ever! Why now? Why now? For this one fucking prescription do I need to see them in person? The first time I went there to see them in person, they were on their fucking computer. They were on the computer. Like, I'm talking, it was virtual, just in their office. It was an empty desk with the computer facing me, a camera, and me just looking at my doctor through a fucking screen. I could have done that in bed. I didn't have to have Miss Jen drive me an hour to go do that. Fucking hate this office, and I fucking hate the mental health services. A lot of them are just so fucking bullshit. I don't want to say all of them. I know some people have good experiences, and go them. I'm thankful for that. Fuck like fucking government everything. Government shit is so half-assed. It's fucking Zach. I'm just mad, and right now is not a good time for me to be mad because Zach just got here. God. Maybe I should just go drive. Maybe I need to go work. Just sit in my car all fucking day. Wonder what I need to do with my life. Just constantly question and wonder everything. Just fucking work. I'm ending it here. I will talk to you guys later. I think I'm gonna go work or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm just fucking mad. That's all I know. And now I'm even more mad. But I can't be mad because I don't show my emotions around people, so I'm gonna walk outside. I'm gonna go talk to Sarah with a smile on my face and jokingly tell her about how my meds and how I'm upset. But I'm not actually gonna show emotion about it. I'm just gonna talk about it like I always do, because there's no fucking point in showing emotions in front of people when you know there's nothing they can do to help. So it's really just an embarrassing moment, and it's kind of like a burdening moment for me. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Morning. I wanted to do my last video before I start editing Outliving My Diagnosis, this video here. I don't really know where I want to film it. I guess I'll just do it on the floor again. Hi, welcome to my floor again. I think it was a good week. It was very much like a roller coaster, a lot of ups and downs. You know, I think my last clip was actually on the floor here, and it was about me and my meds, but I'm doing a lot better now. I got approved for food stamps, so I'll have some money for groceries and it won't be coming out of my own pocket. I'm very thankful for that. I was like, oh, slay, did not think I was actually gonna get approved, but whatever. What's it called? I'm really nervous about a couple things I'm doing in the next week or so. What the fuck? Why don't I just tell you guys? I don't want to like have sugar daddies as much anymore. I really do want to get out of that field ASAP. I really don't want to do sex work anymore, but I need the money. I really fucking need the money right now in my life. I am broke. I feel like I keep getting into places in my life where I get financially stable, or I finally have like a income or something, and right now I don't even have that. But and then eventually for some reason I just get this huge expense that wipes out my savings, or something happens that wipes out my savings, and I feel like I'm just at like place one, and I just have this really big fear of like, fucking damn dude, that alarm was like so fucking loud. So yeah, I have, I guess, a date with a sugar daddy and a hotel booked with a sugar daddy, and I don't want to do it. I know I don't want to do it. This is not something I encourage people to do. I know people hear sex work and they're like, oh, easy money, I can't wait to do it when I'm 18, and I was like that, and I started when I was 18, and I don't regret it. I do not regret things in life. I think regret, just like shame, is such an empty and useless emotion for someone to even bother feeling, because regret is literally pondering over something that's already said and done, and you literally cannot change things that you regret, so don't even bother regretting them. Just learn from them and keep moving. Obviously, though, you have to show some kind of regret in society because people will think you're heartless if you don't. So like, I act like I regret things, like I'll be super sad, but I'll just be like, no, it's in my past. I'm not going to regret something I did 16 years ago. I've learned from it. I've apologized to said person if it was something bad to a person, and I'm moving on. simple as that. Not simple as that. So yeah, that's happening soon, and he seems like a nice guy. I keep telling myself that people have random hookups all the time, even though I've been talking to him. Like, he's been like a client of mine on Snapchat for like a while, a long time. I'm just nervous. That's all. What else is going on in my life? I'm about to go drive to Orlando in about a week, whenever I go to do that. On my way, I'm stopping, but then I'm going to Orlando and I'm going to see my family, and I'm going to get to see my little sister Vanessa perform her little color guard and her dancing and stuff, which I'm really excited. I love watching her perform. Every time I watch her perform, I just start crying because I'm just like, oh my god, that's my sister. Go Vanessa. So I'm excited to see my family. I'm trying to make it to where like you know, you can see my eyes with my glasses, because if I go like this, you know, you don't see anything, but if I go like this, you can see me, and you can see my face and my morning face. But yeah, how do I like keep it in the frame? So yeah, I don't really have anything super duper interesting going on, I don't think. I think that's all. I've just been working. I'm about to go to work soon after I finish this video, like editing it. Hopefully it won't take too long, because I do have a long day ahead of me and I don't want to be late. I feel like I'm always telling myself I'm gonna start at 11 a.m. and then I never actually, like yesterday I told myself I would start working at 11 because it's a weekend, so I'm just gonna do long days on the weekends because it's most times like there's a lot more orders. On the weekends, it's so bumping, but yesterday I woke up at like 12:30 and I was already late to like work, and I was like, damn it. So I ended up working at like 3 till like 9 or something. I don't know. I did go home early too, but I had met my goal and I was like, well, it's super slow now. But so yeah, I'm gonna go edit. Oh, I look at myself so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video, and then go work like a busy bee. Let's pray that my car does not fall apart within the next 2 weeks. Please, please, please. I cannot afford to either get stuck in Orlando or on a highway on my way to Orlando. Let's hope for the best, prepare for the worst, per usual. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram if you guys haven't already. That's where I'm basically active the most. I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. And comment what you would name your teddy bear if you had one. Like, what would you name your comfort teddy bear? You know, this is Bob. Have a great night. It cut me off. Have a great night.
Hope you like my videos. Is there anything else I'm supposed to say as a YouTuber?